Okay. Alright, and then...
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So because I did the freedom ending, is there just gonna be like a breeze the whole time, or do I have like something going on in the
I
background?
think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
That's great. That's funny. Kind of want to go back and do the one where I don't answer the phone. Maybe that's the thing. I'll try that one after I do all these, because I have like a handful of endings.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Not the escape ending. Got it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Excuse.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Thank you. Button.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
What?
Their true nature
No
revealed.
way.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
What?
It was unthinkable.
No.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh, excuse me.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
No.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating,
Why would these controls not be in the room with all the monitors on it, though?
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over human life.
Oops.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
My
After they
bad.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control? Oh, Stanley.
Infinite
I
power.
applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh, crap.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Oh, they all say.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
This one?
Other times, I let the
Shit.
office sink into the ground, swallowing
I'm looking for a blue
everyone
one?
inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Oh, I'm
Or did
trying.
you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Oh, damn it.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humbled. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world.
Oh, no.
That's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Oh, no.
Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, that's a bummer.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
So, I wonder...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Can I... No, I wanted to go on the right.
There was
Oh,
not
well.
a single
It's fine.
person here either. Feeling a
Do
wave
those
of
buttons do anything?
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping
Okay, I
coming
put
to a
down.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay.
Here's the door, just go.
That's nice. Okay, so do those numbered buttons not do anything? Okay, I'm gonna try doing the nuclear ending, but also then changing it back to off and see if that does anything. And then I think I just have like the don't answer the phone button or option.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Alright.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Boop.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Sorry,
No,
wasn't in all the way.
he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone
Pirate.
else's control? Never.
Pirate!
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating,
okay, those don't do
working.
anything.
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
on, then
over
off.
another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Oh, I
After they
can't do
kept you
off now?
enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley.
I thought there was
How
another
bored I am,
option.
I really do. But you need to understand.
Okay, just gonna.
There's
Nope. Just gonna. Okay, my bad. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
You don't see.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think it's.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh crap.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I need to think for a sec.
And here it was, the lounge.
Was there another
But
one?
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
It's
open
that one
door on
down.
his
Okay,
left.
so I think it's.
Stanley was so bad.
I
at following
have to try it
directions,
since
it's
I'm here.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I would like to get fined. Hey-o.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oops. Oh, yep. Okay. I'm the best. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I mean, he said
Perhaps
earlier
had
I don't have
simply missed a
legs, so
memo.
like, they're fine. They're not broken. Whoops, this way. And then,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop
was the-
by the employee lounge first, just to
what's
admire
that
it.
jumping off thing?
It was okay.
It was okay. That's all he's gonna say. It was okay. Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, I'm gonna go see my wife and not answer the phone.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Nah, I'm gonna
but
try
the
that way
fact
first,
is
and then I'll do that,
The
I
story
need.
has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've
Careful.
been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Meow.
What? Really?
That was close.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Was there more this
Why,
way? I can't
I don't know
remember.
how to convince you of this, but I really do want
This
to
was
help
like
you,
8
to
endings
show
ago.
you something beautiful. Look, let me
Oh,
prove it. Let me prove that
yeah.
I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully.
It's the red
This is
door.
important.
That's right. I forgot
Stanley
about this.
walked through the red door.
Is that the same ending? Though? It's
Oh,
not
thank
going
God
to the green?
you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices.
Oh, yeah.
The
Can I
two
not?
of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Can I choose not to go through that door? Will I get yelled at if I take too long? Is this not part of it? Okay. Oh crap, what happened?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Oh, the space ending.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment,
I can't jump off?
this place,
Aww.
Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Let's just chill here for a minute, see if anything happens. I don't know if I keep going out and coming back. Is there no happy ending here? Okay, he's happy, I'm happy, great. Alright, last one. And then... Right. What the hell? It just got shorter.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Huh.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business,
Okay.
Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Why can I crouch?
I'm not sure.
But I can't jump.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Interesting.
I'm not
I just
asking
thought of
for
something.
me. I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Okay.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No.
As Stanley picked up the phone,
Ah!
a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
No.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent.
Oh.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah,
whoa!
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Wait. What?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Huh. Interesting. So, break room, or not break room, meeting room, or just like back to my desk?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Oh man, which left?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know goddamn well I'm not doing that.
No! Why did you do that?
What the hell?
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, wow. Okay. Not bad. Wait, hang on. Oh, wow. Okay. Damn. Alright, I guess I have no choice, but this way. Oh!
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
What the hell? Oh, wow. No, wait, hang on. Oh.
I'm here. I'm still here.
Whoa.
Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He
Wow,
actually
this
knows how
really
to do what
fell
I tell
apart,
him
huh?
to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story.
No, I'm sorry, bud.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Is this still part of the same?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Have I gotten
All
an
right.
infinite loop?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly.
One more time.
And always
One more
putting
time,
the
and then I'm
story
gonna,
first.
I
quite
guess,
sure
go through
you'll
the
be up
story.
to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Because we
When
restart me
Stanley
anyway.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Okay.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
all right.
That
okay,
means
okay,
choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Hey,
All
what happened to
right.
that fern earlier that I
When
studied?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Also, where is that fern? Okay. Game's not on fire?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Hang on. Okay, so it is locked.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 112. 4. Help. Help.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Huh?
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Wow.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
What the hell?
he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you.
Wow.
You understand me? Whatever choice you make is just
okay.
fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work
Guess I'm
together.
glad I saved this one for last.
I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
Aww.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Aww. Okay, well that was fun. That had a lot more going on than I initially knew. Huh. Okay, not super long. Still a lot of fun. A lot of decision making. Yeah, that was good. I'm a fan of that.